Good evening and welcome to Doordarshan Kendra, Kohima. I am Kevin Naprauzu with the news. First, the headlines. International Yoga Day celebrated across the country. MLA Dr. Chithithor Hutso emphasizes the importance of accessible and preventive healthcare services in urban localities. Workshop on biodiversity and wildlife conservation organized by the Kohima Press Club held at Botanical Garden, Kohima. Along with the rest of the world, World Music Day celebrated in Nagaland. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that today yoga offers a pathway to peace amid growing stress, unrest and instability in various parts of the world and called for a collective effort to advance a peaceful, balanced and sustainable world. He said yoga should guide the world from conflict to cooperation. Addressing the celebrations on 11th International Day of Yoga along the Sunit coastline at Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, the Prime Minister said yoga is the pause button humanity needs to breathe, to balance, to become whole again. The Prime Minister said the theme of this year's day, Yoga for One Earth, One Health, reminds how the world comes together to secure a happy and healthy future for present and future generations. He said to spread yoga in the world, India is further strengthening the science of yoga through modern research and the major medical institutions of the country are engaged in research on yoga.
भारत की आत्मा बताया। उन्होंने कहा कि आज हील इन इंडिया का मंत्र भी दुनिया में काफी पॉपुलर हो रहा है।
हम देश के मेडिकल और रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूशंस में योगा के क्षेत्र में एविडेंस बेस्ड थेरेपी को भी प्रोत्साहित कर रहे हैं। इस दिशा में दिल्ली के एम्स ने भी बहुत अच्छा काम करके दिखाया है। एम्स की रिसर्च में सामने आया है कि योग की
President Draupadi Murmu took part in a yoga camp held at the police line in Dehradun today. Highlighting India's pivotal role in promoting yoga on the world stage, the President said the global community now holds greater respect for yoga, with people across continents reaping its benefits. In Madhya Pradesh, the 11th International Day of Yoga was celebrated with enthusiasm across the state. A state-level yoga practice session was held at Atal Path in Bhopal. In Ladakh, International Yoga Day was celebrated with great enthusiasm at the Kri Sultan Chu Sports Stadium in Kargil. In Goa, Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant led Yoga Day program at Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Stadium in Talegaon. Maharashtra witnessed a series of events today to celebrate the International Day of Yoga with widespread participation from government bodies, institutions and the public. In Madhya Pradesh, the 11th International Day of Yoga was celebrated with enthusiasm across the state today. In Jammu and Kashmir, lakhs of people joined yoga celebrations in all 10 districts across Kashmir region. A mega event was organized on the banks of famous Dal Lake in Srinagar early this morning. Along with the rest of the country, International Day of Yoga was celebrated by the government of Nagaland by organizing a grand public event at the Indira Gandhi Stadium, Kohima this morning. Themed Yoga for One Earth, One Health, Yoga Sangam, the celebration drew hundreds of participants from across departments, educational institutions and the general public. The event was jointly hosted by the Department of Health and Family Welfare under the National Ayush Mission NEM Nagaland and the Department of Youth Resources and Sports with the objective of promoting holistic health, mindfulness and environmental awareness through the discipline of yoga. Participants actively engaged in a series of yoga asanas and breathing exercises, reflecting the global movement's unifying spirit. Dr. Sayakretyo John, State Program Officer Ayush, Department of Health and Family Welfare, underscored the significance of yoga in today's world, particularly in the domain of preventive and mental health care. He stated yoga is not tied to any religion. It is universal in nature. It is a practice that everyone can embrace for the well-being of humanity. He further noted that the Ayush mission in Nagaland has been making strides in integrating traditional wellness systems such as yoga into mainstream healthcare, especially at the grassroots level. The event highlighted the collaborative efforts of the state in advancing the Ayush movement, encouraging communities to adopt sustainable wellness practices in their daily lives. In a significant boost to urban healthcare services, the Health and Wellness Center Sub-Center PWD was formally inaugurated at Ward 11 Kohima today. The center, constructed under the National Health Mission, aims to provide quality primary healthcare services to the local population free of cost. The inaugural ceremony was graced by Dr. Silhutor Ritso, MLA of the 9th Kohima Town Assembly constituency, as the special guest. Addressing the gathering, Dr. Ritso lauded the initiative and emphasized the importance of accessible and preventive healthcare services in urban localities. Also speaking at the event, Dr. Limne Kongyak, Chief Medical Officer of Kohima, highlighted the government's commitment to community healthcare and affirmed that all services provided at the center would be free based on the principle of voluntary community contribution. The Health and Wellness Center SC has a long history of service in the locality. Initially established in the early 1970s as a PWD dispensary, it was later upgraded to Chanmari Sub-Center in 2001 and subsequently converted to a health and wellness center in April 2019. The current facility was constructed and completed in the financial year 2024 to 2025 under NHM support. It provides comprehensive primary healthcare services across 12 key areas. Additionally, the center offers 106 essential medicines and 14 diagnostic services free of cost, supported by essential medical equipment as per government norms. Let us take a short commercial break here.
पुलिस
मिस सीमा
जी
अभी पुलिस स्टेशन आई है। रुकिए वरना घर आ जाएंगे।
क्यों? लेकिन मैं
अकेले दूसरे कमरे में जाइए। आपका बेटा हमारे कस्टडी में है और आप डिजिटल अरेस्ट में हो।
डिजिटल अरेस्ट?
1 लाख दो, बच जाओगे।
इतने पैसे?
अच्छा ठीक है, एक लिंक भेजिए। अभी प्रोसेसिंग के लिए 30,000 दो, वरना बेटा जेल जाएगा।
जेल तो तुम जाओगे। तुम्हारा चेहरा रिकॉर्ड हो चुका है।
अरे
डिजिटल अरेस्ट जैसा कुछ नहीं होता, ये सब फ्रॉड है। इसीलिए पैनिक ना करें। पुलिस, बैंक, आरबीआई इत्यादि के नाम पर आने वाले साइबर अपराधियों के फोन या वीडियो कॉल से सावधान रहें। उन्हें पैसे ना भेजें और तुरंत पुलिस में रिपोर्ट करें।
हेलो मम्मा।
आरबीआई कहता है
जानकार बनिए, सतर्क रहिए।
Welcome back. A workshop on biodiversity and wildlife conservation organized by the Kohima Press Club was held today at the Botanical Garden, Kohima. Dr. Prabhat Kumar, IFS, state silviculturist, in his speech acknowledged and thanked the Kohima Press Club for choosing the Botanical Garden for the program and for collaborating with the Silviculture Division. Highlighting the uniqueness of the Botanical Garden as a biodiversity-rich, serene green space within city limits, Prabhat Kumar said the garden offers various features such as an arcadarium, a succulent house, a scenic trail, and even a watchtower with view of Kohima city. Transitioning to the theme of the workshop, biodiversity and wildlife conservation, he emphasized that conservation involves multiple approaches, including direct protection through national parks, sanctuaries, and enforcement agencies like the Forest Department. Additionally, awareness and education were cited as vital tools to support conservation efforts. Resource persons were Gwasin Lothong, Chairman Sinanju Community Biodiversity and Wildlife Conservation Board, and Bano Haralu, Project Lead Wildlife Conservation Society, India. Earlier, opening remarks was delivered by Alice Yosher, President, Kohima Press Club, and chaired by Medolenio Ambrosia, Member, Kohima Press Club. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation has directed Air India to remove 3 officials from all roles and responsibilities related to crew scheduling with immediate effect for serious violations. The regulator also instructed the airline to initiate internal disciplinary proceedings against these officials without delay and to report the outcome of such proceedings within 10 days. In a statement, the DGCA said these officials were responsible for operational lapses. It noted that repeated and serious violations were voluntarily disclosed during the post-transition review of the Air Route Management System to the CAE Flight and Crew Management System. The DGCA said that these officials were involved in serious and repeated lapses, including unauthorized and non-compliant crew pairings, violation of mandatory licensing, and systematic failures in scheduling, protocol, and oversight. A total of 517 Indian nationals have been evacuated from Iran under Operation Sindhu, Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal informed. Jaiswal said a special flight from Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, landed in New Delhi at 3 a.m. this morning. The operation was launched to bring Indian citizens home as tensions between Iran and Israel escalate. The Indian embassy in Tehran coordinated the safe return of students and other citizens, while the MEA oversaw the evacuation process. Several evacuees expressed relief upon arrival. The first batch of 110 students, including 90 from Kashmir, was evacuated from northern Iran earlier this week and taken to Armenia before being flown to India. The MEA said the operation would continue until all Indian nationals who wish to leave Iran have been safely repatriated. Nagaland, along with the rest of the world, celebrated World Music Day with a special event at All NST main town, Kohima. The event was organized by 8T7 Enterprise and supported by the Task Force for Music and Arts. Speaking at the gathering, Teja Meru, advisor Tafma, emphasized the significance of the day. He said World Music Day is celebrated across the globe and Nagaland are not behind in any way. He informed that through the dedicated efforts of district partners, a total of 16 events have been organized across all 17 districts of Nagaland. This is highly commendable and speaks volumes about how far we have come in nurturing music and the arts within the state. The event featured captivating performances by a diverse array of musicians, singers, and dancers from across Nagaland, making it a memorable and enriching experience for all who attended. The celebration served as a testament to the state's growing music culture and its role in connecting communities through the universal language of music. With performances echoing throughout the venue, the celebration reaffirmed Nagaland's vibrant music scene and its commitment to supporting and promoting its talented artists across the state. Let us look at the weather reports of the district headquarters of Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 33 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Twinsang had a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinabuto had a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Phek had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
To end news, here is a recap of the main points. International Yoga Day celebrated across the country. MLA Dr. Silhithur Herso emphasizes the importance of accessible and preventive healthcare services in urban localities. Workshop on biodiversity and wildlife conservation organized by the Kohima Press Club held at Botanical Garden, Kohima. Along with the rest of the world, World Music Day celebrated in Nagaland. With this, we have come to the end of this evening's bulletin. Have a good night.
Bulletin. This is Sukanya Bharat.